Good day, my people, my people, my people. My name is St. Vincent. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo. My people, it was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me remind you, the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, or the white man's fame. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American, my people? It has been another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. My people, listen very carefully. My friend Paul Scrub, Imad Scrub, wrote a post on Facebook yesterday, and he was speaking confidently about a change of government in the next general election. And this is what I want to address right here and right now. My people, we all know that Ralph Gonsalves has only one general election fair and square, and that is the general election where he took over in 2001. When people realized after seeing his first 5 years that they made a mistake, it was too late. From that day forward, Ralph Gonsalves began to do what James Mitchell taught him how to do: to steal elections. My people, let me just remind you here. If you can remember very carefully, I brought a video last week and I told you that in the early 1950s, James Mitchell was given a job in England as an agriculture researcher. He was working in St. Vincent and the Grenadines as an agriculture researcher also. I also brought to your attention that the English government had no need to employ James Mitchell because, first thing, England was going through a recession. There are many agricultural students with greater and more qualification than James Mitchell who could have filled that place in England. But James Mitchell was given that job as a guise of employment in England, but his objective was so that the English government can teach him how to return to destroy the economy of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, put Vincentians under harsh economic pressure so that they can accomplish their goals of 2025, next year, which is to re-enslave the children of slaves and to put them in a slavery where they will never be able to become free. So James Mitchell was taught how to destroy our economy. That is why on his return and when he was elected as Prime Minister in 1984, that is why on his return from England in 1966, immediately he got into politics because he was taught. And that is why in 1984, when he was elected Prime Minister, in his first term, he destroyed all of the industries in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And not only that, the strongest industry, which started in the 1950s, the banana industry, saw a demise under James Mitchell administration when he allowed Mr. Cabral from Sanssouci to start importing cultured bananas, banana plants without an immune system, and replace those bananas that had great and tremendous immune system that have overcome many plant diseases in the past. That was the beginning of the end of the banana industry under James Mitchell administration. A lot of people often wonder what took place in the Grand Beach Accord in 2000 and 2021, that period of time. Do you remember when James Mitchell and Ralph Gonsalves had a private meeting in Grenada, in the hotel resort of Grand Beach in Grenada? That was the passing of the torch. Mitchell in that meeting outlined everything that he had done according to the plan as was given by the leaders in England. And he was telling Ralph Gonsalves what next to be done and how to do it. He also taught Ralph Gonsalves how to rig the general elections. So there's only one general election that was won by Ralph Gonsalves, and that is the 2001 election. And although James Mitchell put Annem Eustace as Prime Minister, James Mitchell ensured that Annem Eustace did not win, because Annem Eustace is a man who loves his people and would have gone through hell to ensure that his people were developed as Milton Cato did, as Joshua did before Milton Cato. Annem Eustace winning the 2001 election would have been a setback to the plans and the accomplishment of James Mitchell. Those accomplishments that affected the black community in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and benefited the white community in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My people, Annem Eustace took Ralph Gonsalves and his government to court after the last general election because of the ambiguities. And those ambiguities was what Ralph Gonsalves used to steal free elections before that. Now, my friend Ahmad Scrub is boasting that we are going to win the general election. The next general election is just a matter of months away. Less than 15 months away. Did Dr. Friday do anything at all to try to force the government's hands to ensure that all of those irregularities that were in the election petition was corrected before the election come? Did Dr. Friday make those irregularities a point of issue and a point of order in the core House of Assembly? Did he make those irregularities a point of issue and a point of order on radio and television so that the people can know what he's doing? No. No. Let me tell you why. Dr. Friday was handpicked by James Mitchell to come to St. Vincent to replace him. It would have been a travesty if Dr. Friday was given the leadership position over Annem Eustace, who James Mitchell himself has credited for saving St. Vincent and the Grenadines with the physical policy that he implemented as the minister, as the chief counsel to the Prime Minister, the chief economic counsel to the Prime Minister, James Mitchell. So the fact that James Mitchell brought back Dr. Friday from Canada to replace him as leader of the New Democratic Party is a sign that Dr. Friday is on board with the white agenda for our people. That is why he has never opposed Ralph Gonsalves in any of the things he did. That is why he has never protested publicly as Arnhem Eustace and Leacock did to bring people aware of the irregularities that were happening. That is why he have not make any move to correct or to see that the government correct all of the ambiguities that were labeled in the election petition, because Dr. Friday is on the agenda to ensure that St. Vincent economy get worse to accommodate the 2025 agenda of the white man for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I told you before, the French, the Spanish, the British and the Portuguese catch hell to come on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Why? Because of our indigenous forefathers, the Caribs, the Kalinago and the Garifuna. They are expecting great opposition from St. Vincent and the Grenadines with the white agenda for 2025. Dr. Friday don't care if Ralph Gonsalves win another term, because in Dr. Friday's mind, Ralph Gonsalves is the correct man to lead St. Vincent and the Grenadines into the white agenda era. My people, that is the situation we have today. That is the situation we have today in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Dr. Friday don't care about people. Dr. Friday was given millions of dollars from the white establishment to come back to St. Vincent, to be the most wealthiest man in St. Vincent, so he can facilitate the white agenda in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My people, look at this. Joshua, a trade unionist, he looked out for the workers' rights of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, basically owning minimum wage when he was doing that. Look at his wife, Ivy Joshua, the same thing. Look at the contribution those two people make. Milton Cato, a lawyer. He used his skills as a lawyer to ensure that the Shaker Baptists are protected from the colonial laws of St. Vincent and the Grenadines that make their religion illegal. Milton Cato will go to court and represent the Shaker Baptists whenever they are arrested for free. Service to the people like Joshua. James Mitchell have never contributed in the service of the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in his entire life. And when he became Prime Minister, what he did, he destroyed the economy. Ralph Gonsalves, likewise, he have never contributed to service of Vincent and the Grenadines, but he have contributed to the freeing of many criminals, drug leaders, having upon the street to provide drugs to our children. What Ralph Gonsalves and James Mitchell do? They destroy our economy even worse. Dr. Friday have never contributed to the social development or other development of Vincentians. He spent all of his years in Canada. I don't know what he was doing there. I'm not even sure if he have a real doctorate. But like Ralph Gonsalves, who don't have a real doctorate. And Kenneth John, who was given the same credential as Ralph Gonsalves. Dr. Friday may not have a real doctorate neither. But he may call, James Mitchell may have introduced him as Dr. Friday to give him credibility. I don't know. They never bring their credentials aboard. They never say that I went to the university of this and I obtained a bachelor's of this, then I go to this university, I obtain a master's, and then I go to this university and I did my doctorate, and my doctorate is in what? Political science? Shit cleaning? Nobody knows. We only speculate what Dr. Friday's doctorate is in. But meanwhile, we have in that same NDP party men like Major Leacock, who have spent his entire life contributing to the social development of Vincentians as a cadet. He rise to the highest rank of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines cadet force. They had to literally throw Leacock out of cadet because Leacock loved serving the country so much. And when he left cadets, he found another avenue to serve. He threw his whole life into the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Football Federation and other social group in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Yet you have in that same party K. Bacchus. I don't even have to tell people about K. Bacchus' track record. Like Milton Cato, who have used her profession tirelessly without pay to ensure that Vincentians who were discriminated against or who was taken advantage of had legal representation for free. I don't approve of women leading men, but there are some critical times when women can take up the baton of leadership and lead men. And in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, this is one of those times. I remember when K. Bacchus was getting into politics, one of our supporters touched base with me, one of our close confidants, and asked me how I feel K. Bacchus would be as a politician. I hated the fact that K. Bacchus was going into politics, because what I saw K. Bacchus as a politician, I saw the populace of St. Vincent and the Grenadines who will be oppressed and exploited by Ralph Gonsalves and his government without someone to champion their cause or to fight their battle for them when they can't afford to fight for themselves. I thought in my mind that K. Bacchus would have suit a better purpose outside of politics. But now that push come to shove and she insisting that she's going to be a politician one way or the other, the only role for K. Bacchus is the leadership of the New Democratic Party. If not K. Bacchus Major, because Dr. Friday don't care, K. Bacchus and Major will die to keep their reputation as people who provide quality service to their people. Remember, Dr. Friday's father is a white man, naked white man. He grew up with his father. So he is very sympathetic to white people and the white cause. He's not very sympathetic to black people. That is why he don't feel the pain of black people as Anne has felt it. Because Anne is sympathetic to the cause of black people. Dr. Friday isn't, because he grew up in a white home. His father's white. You understand? He knows the white racist remark that his father made. You know, my people, all I'm saying is that if we're going to get rid of the wicked Ralph Gonsalves and the wicked ULP government, we can't go into the next general election without we sort out all of the clause, all of the ambiguities that was presented in the election petition, which was validated in court. Dr. Friday is not going to do it. Major Leacock or K. Bacchus will do it. But K. Bacchus is more equipped because of her law degree. because of a lot of practice, and because she was closely associated with drafting the petition of the election petition, which went to court. She's strong blood, telling people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, don't take things for granted. If you really want a change in lifestyle and everything else, you can't go into this general election as Dr. Friday as your leader. Dr. Friday don't even care about being Prime Minister. The truth is, he don't care. He would like the title, but he don't care for it. She's strong blood out.